Hello again. I've remarked before that I find academics and intellectuals in general pretty heavy going to talk to. This is, I suspect, because I'm a plain man who's in the habit of using ordinary language. I find it disconcerting when the person to whom I am talking suddenly accuses me of adhering to neoclassical theories, whatever they might be. This is a favourite tactic of intellectuals, as many viewers may well have noticed. By throwing in a phrase like this, they hope to avoid actually talking about some subject or other. Crying, "You're a racist," or a neoconservative or neoclassicist is, they hope, sufficient to stop you dead in your tracks. Alas, such tricks do not work here. When Ruwan Uduwerage-Perera popped up on my earlier video this morning, he suggested that I was spreading neoclassicism and xenophobia. Ruwan is, of course, the man who has boasted on Twitter that he complains to YouTube every day about this channel and tries to get them to remove it. He is, of course, an academic, which means that he thinks that using grand words is an adequate substitute for rational debate. It is not. Let's see what he says. Presenting quantitative data without the essential corroborating qualitative data, one can come to any decision that one wishes, and we all know what Simon wishes. Simon uses a soft-spoken approach to demonise people of colour at every opportunity. Citing neoclassical theories about choice and responsibility does not corroborate nor support his assertions, apart from those who are devotees of this xenophobia. Incidentally, xenophobia is concerned with foreigners, citizens of other countries. I was talking today about people of Pakistani heritage and black people in Britain. These are British citizens. I'm not quite sure why Ruwan thinks that xenophobia is involved, unless he believes that a Pakistani born in this country, of Pakistani heritage, is still essentially a foreigner in some way, which marks them out for being other British people. It's not what I think personally. I think it's more likely to give some insight into his own thought processes. Don't you all love those long words though? Xenophobia, qualitative, neoclassicism. Of course, I didn't cite any theories about neoclassicism at all. What I actually said was that if people eat too much, then they're apt to get fat, and that the remedy is to eat less. Somebody commented here the other day, for instance, that I seem to have lost weight. I have. I found that I've been stuffing my face with biscuits and pies a little too often, and was overweight as a result. I remedied this by eating fewer biscuits and pies, and so now I weigh less. This may well be a neoclassical way of dealing with weight gain. I wouldn't know. I call it common sense and taking responsibility for my own actions. In the same vein, I had a cousin called Ruth when I was young. I never viewed her as a potential girlfriend any more than I thought of my sister in those terms. According to Ruwan Uduwerage-Perera, this aversion to incest is part of some neoclassical theory. More research needed on these claims, I fancy. This is how academics all too often work, though. Even in a simple matter such as weight loss, they think that using an expression like neoclassicism will serve to muddy the waters and confuse the issue. It really does not work on this channel. I thought I'd mention, while I'm here, that I have a new book out. This is about American servicemen executed in this country during the Second World War by hanging and firing squads. It's really aimed at the American market, and it's a comprehensive account of every single American executed in this country during the Second World War. Finally, I give a link above to the debate which I had with Bella of the Middle English Manuscripts YouTube channel. This took place yesterday, and we talked about a chapter of a textbook on critical race theory, which actually turned out to be quite stimulating. Bella is of course an academic herself, and although she is prone to using fancy language, I find her quite agreeable to talk to. I recommend the discussion which we had, which becomes quite lively after the first 10 minutes or so, and prompted me to make the video which I posted earlier today.